Let's start here at page 9. It says my SWOT on the top. So today we're talking about strategic planning. How many of you, I'm just curious, show of hands, how many of you have a written business plan today for your business? Something in writing, a plan of some sort for your business? Show of hands. All right, quite a few. Wow, that's higher than normal. The SBA, the Small Business Administration, has studied this quite a bit. They found on average less than 20% of all small businesses have any type of plan: business plan, financial plan, operating plan, marketing plan. Fewer than 20% of all businesses have any type of plan. They've also studied the failure rate for small businesses, and anywhere from 50 to 80% of all small businesses fail in their first 3 to 5 years. 50 to 80% fail in the first 3 to 5 years. And I tend to think there's a connection between those two statistics, that companies that plan are less likely to fail. I think there's definitely a connection between those two. And yet I think it's interesting that so few small businesses tend to plan. And some of the most common reasons I hear for businesses not planning is I don't have time. I don't have time to stop my business and put together a business plan. Sometimes I'll hear, I don't know how. I don't know how to write a business plan. I'm not sure. I didn't take a class. I didn't read a book on business plans. I'm not sure I need a plan. You know, why do Bill Gates? Well, I don't know if he had a plan. Steve Jobs, I don't know if he had a plan. Why do I need a plan? But I found that there's something else going on, I think, in terms of a business plan, because I think every business owner, every business operator, I think we all have a plan. It sits right up here, right? I think we all have some type of plan for our business. It's up in our head. So I don't think the question is whether we have a plan or not. I think the question is, have we taken it from here to here? Have we put it in writing? Have we put the plan in writing? And I think something interesting happens when it goes from here to here. In fact, I know the research is that when you write down your plans, you have about a 40% better chance of achieving your plan. 40% better chance of achieving your goals and your strategies just by writing your plan down. So why doesn't that happen? And I think the biggest reason is fear. Fear. Because when the plan sits up here, who else sees that plan? Not me, not Luis, not Laura. No, we can't see it if it's up here. We only see it if it's here. And I think what prevents that is fear, because fear, when it goes from here to paper, the plan becomes real. It becomes operational. Now other people see it. Now I'm committed to these goals and these strategies. It becomes authentic, you know, when it hits paper. And I think many business owners are fearful of that because they're worried that maybe they won't achieve their goals. They won't execute their strategies. They won't be successful. And I think that's what prevents many business owners from translating their plan from their head to paper. And so what I want to try to help you do starting today is get over that fear of putting your plan on paper, because I want you to be part of that 40% who has greater success as a result of writing their plan down. So strategic planning in its simplest form answers 3 questions. 3 questions. The first question that we answer in strategic planning is, where have we been? What is our history? What's worked for us in the past? What hasn't worked for us in the past? Where have we been? First question in strategic planning. The second question in strategic planning is, where are we today? What does our company look like today? How big are we? What's going well? What's not going well? Are we achieving our goals? Where are we today? Second question in strategic planning, kind of a snapshot of where are we today. Third question in strategic planning is, let's see, where have we been? Where are we today? Well, clearly, the third question in strategic planning is, and where are we heading? Where are we going? What's our vision for the future? What's our plan for the future? Third question in strategic planning. Okay. So now to answer that second question, where are we today? I've found that the best tool for taking a really good look at where my company is today is a tool called a SWOT analysis. SWOT, S-W-O-T. How many of you are familiar or have used a SWOT analysis before? Couple? Very good, quite a few. It's been around for quite a while. It's been around since the early 1960s. It was first developed by a professor at Stanford University, early 1960s. Some people refer to the SWOT analysis as they call it the front end analysis, because it's the front end of strategic planning. It's the first step in strategic planning. And as you look at the diagram there where it says my SWOT analysis is essentially analyzing 4 different areas of your business. Your strengths, those things that are working, those things that are going well. Your weaknesses, those things that aren't going so well within your business. So the strengths and weaknesses are internal factors. Internal meaning these are things that you have control over. Strengths, weaknesses, internal factors. And then after we've looked at the strengths and weaknesses, we then look outside of our business, external factors. And those are the opportunities that we face, external opportunities, things that we could take advantage of outside of the business. And then the threats to our business. Threats, again, external factors that could impact our business in a negative way. Opportunities in a positive way, threats in a negative way. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis.
Hey Tim, I just want to confirm you're not sharing a screen right now. You're just
that's correct.
Being passionate with us. Okay, thank you so much. Just want to confirm.
I am just winging it right now. So here's what I want you to do, because I want you to use this SWOT analysis. So they're on page 9. For each quadrant, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, I want you to identify 3 of each. And I'll give you a minute to do this. 3 strengths, 3 things that are going well in your business today. 3 weaknesses, 3 things that aren't going well, 3 things that you want to work on, improve. 3 opportunities, 3 things outside of your business that you want to recognize and take advantage of. And 3 threats to your business today. 3 things that you worry about as it relates to your business that you do not have control over. All right, I'll give you a minute or so to come up with those. Famous Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, "He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened." So this SWOT analysis is an enlightening experience. Albert Einstein is famous for saying, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The famous philosopher Waldo Emerson was known for saying the following: "Our strength grows out of our weaknesses. Our strength grows out of our weaknesses." 3 strengths, 3 weaknesses, 3 opportunities, 3 threats. So let's hear a couple examples. Christine, are you there? So how about, Christine, if you would share one of each with us, one of each.
I don't have 3 examples for each, but I guess our strength would be our people.
Okay, and what about your people? We want to be as specific as possible. What about your people?
They care, I think, about the work that they produce, about the quality of work.
Very nice, caring people. All right, how about one weakness?
Our turnaround time. With that care of quality, we're slow.
We're slow. Okay. All right. So slow turnaround time. How about one opportunity?
Is going to be our B2B market, reaching out to businesses instead of end consumers.
Okay, so right now it's mostly consumer.
Mhm.
Okay, so expanding into the B2B market. And how about one threat?
Is going to be the growing online customer base from COVID, or I'm sorry, online competition.
Okay, so
Ad
yeah,
spend.
online competition, good example of a threat. Great, great job on that. Be careful with the opportunities because it's not unusual that for rather than an opportunity that will come up with a strategy. We're not looking for the strategy. What we're looking for is the factor, the external factor that either is or could impact your business in a positive way in terms of the opportunity. So make sure you don't confuse an opportunity with a strategy. Let's hear one more. Drew, are you there? Drew,
Yeah,
if you
yeah, I'd unmute. Sorry. Yes, sir.
if again, if you would share one of each for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say our strength would be, we have a solid reputation in our area. So that would be one as strength.
Good.
Our weakness would be we are, everyone's familiar with Amazon. So our service is solely built on same day delivery. So if we have you on the clean today, we're going to be there and clean it. So attendance, I would say we're heavily dependent on employees. So attendance is key, critical.
All right. How about an outside opportunity?
Outside opportunity, I would say, improving on our process for as management, how we move things so it moves as efficiently as possible. So I'd say, is that you're talking internally or externally?
Externally, an external
Okay.
opportunity, something out there that
Mhm.
you can't control that either is or could impact your business in a positive way.
Well, I'd say opportunity. I would say in the oil industry, I hope they improve because when oil industry seems to be doing well, our line of work seems to be moving in with that. So
Okay. All right. How about a threat? What's something that, again, you can't control, but it either is or could be a threat to your business?
yeah, so COVID impacted everyone here. So it's brought two ways. It's brought light that we are deemed essential. So we were able to keep our doors open and provide that to our customers. I would say the to answer the question, the threat would be we are an extra add-on service financially. So people that were losing jobs or impacted and weren't able to generate income on a month, they have to put their service on hold with us. So we're
A weak economy is a threat to your business.
right because
Yeah.
we're a luxury. We consider ourselves a luxury service.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So you've had a chance to start your SWOT analysis. What I suggest is that one, I want you to continue working on the SWOT after this morning. And I also want to suggest that you want to get as much input into the SWOT analysis besides yourself as possible. You want to ask your employees, what are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? Talk to your customers, talk to your vendors, your suppliers. You want this SWOT analysis to be as exhaustive as possible. So when I go in and I work with companies and we go off site and we work on a SWOT analysis, we'll come up with 20 or 30 factors for each quadrant, 20 to 30 factors for each quadrant. So again, you want yours to be as exhaustive as possible. So you've got some additional work to do there. And why is that important? Well, the SWOT analysis, I think, is the foundation of strategic planning. It's where good strategic planning starts, because once you've identified all these different factors, all these different strengths, all these different weaknesses, the next step will be to assign a strategy to each factor. A strategy to each factor. So Christine was talking about that she has very caring employees. So her challenge next would be to come up with a strategy. How do I leverage the fact that we have caring employees? How do I leverage that? How do I get more of that? How do I take advantage of that? Same thing with your weaknesses. For every weakness, you're going to come up with a strategy. For every opportunity, you're going to come up with at least one strategy to address that opportunity. For every threat, Drew cited a weak economy as a threat. That's a legitimate threat to most businesses. So now he's going to come up with a strategy. Okay, it's a weak economy. What are we going to do about that? What, in terms of a strategy, how are we going to address that within our company? Every factor gets a strategy.